Everybody making moves right now. Okay, so an NFL move made a college move. So you got Arthur Smith coming down from the NFL, the Steelers, which Mike Tomlin stepped away from football, and Mike McCarthy got the job. So I guess he said, look, I'm out. Let me go find me a good job where I can get back to this NFL. Ohio State, what y'all want to do? Yeah, what you want to do? So now you come down. It's a amazing sale for Ohio State with Ryan Day. He said, oh, hey, Ryan Day look. I want a chip with a person that came from the NFL. Let me do it again. So Ryan Day is looking for a national championship right now on this run. He's saying, Julian saying, probably going to leave me and go to the league. Jeremiah Smith headed to the league for sure. I got to get me back to this chip. Arthur Smith is ready. Arthur Smith, you know, he had finally made it up to the head coaching job at the Falcons. Did 3 years there, 7-10. Y'all, some just, maybe Atlanta just can't get over the hump. Because he done got fired. Raheem Morris done got fired. And Kevin, in my mind, probably going to get fired. So that's 3 coaches. Yo, back-to-back 3 coaches got fired. All right, cool. Arthur Smith say, if I go to Ohio State, I can win. I know I'm going to win. I know I'm going to be in the playoffs. Now, you got to think he finna come down with an NFL mindset. Now, he got to adjust it to the college game. Now, I done heard NFL coaches say how they have to adjust it. So, he going to have to adjust it. Because I think they got more. Basically, you get more yards in college than you would in the NFL. So, he going to adjust it. But guess what? They finna roll call. Because now Ohio State going to say, hey, we're running with an NFL offense. Arthur Smith was a former head coach in the NFL. So he going to be able to look at the offense like, boy, yeah. He going to be calling everybody. Yeah, they like that. Everything y'all think, they like that. At practice, them boys getting it. So, Ohio State got some, y'all. Them boys got some. I was like, dog. But it all came from Arthur Smith wouldn't even be available. Now, maybe he would have went if Mike Tomlin was still there, but I doubt it. He would have stayed with Mike Tomlin. He'd have knew what he was getting. They would have ran it back. And they almost went to they did go to the playoffs. Yeah, they did go to the playoffs. But it's the fact that, check this out. This is what's going to happen. With him getting this opportunity to go to college, then go back to the NFL, he looking for a head coaching job. And y'all know what job they say going to be open. It was almost open this year. So, if the Tampa Bay Bucks don't do nothing, that's the key job everybody looking for. Everybody's saying that's the next hottest job out in 27. So hopefully Todd Bowles can do something. If not, I know Arthur Smith going to be looking at that job, trying to get back to be a head coach. And if he ball out with Ohio State, which 10 out of 10 he will, if he get him to a chip, he seen what Chip Kelly did. Chip Kelly came for what, a year and was out? Gave that man a year and was out. So I think it's gonna work. Every time it's a Jeff Fish had checked out all the stats on it. When you get somebody that was a coordinator in the NFL and they drop down to college, they most likely immediately have success. That's what and Ohio State set up for it. FD, what's good? Miss Beverly, what's happening? I love CC. Hey, you know it. I got to come through with it. Matt, you say good film. That's a big risk with him coming from the Falcons years ago. It was a losing season with him too. Well, he had 3. Yeah, I seen it. 3 seasons of 7-10. He went too far from being 500. He went too far from being over 500. Now, I didn't watch the Falcons during that time, but all I know is you can get recycled. Remember, I told y'all, an NFL coach, if your first team win all that, and we see the Falcons keep firing coaches, all right, they'll give you another run. If he succeeds with Ohio State, which he will, it's a fact he gonna succeed. They already gonna be good anyways. They gonna roll call. Ain't nobody on their schedule gonna really just come at them like that. They might have the Oregon fight hard. They might have the Indiana fight hard. They might have the Michigan fight hard. But that's pretty much he's going to win. So he is going to be getting another look. They're gonna be talking about him. Oh man, Smith has that offense rolling. Julian Sayin, Jeremiah Smith, the team loaded. That's easy. That's easy money for me. If I'm him, that's easy money. Hey, and when I get ready to do my interviews, I'm gonna say, look, Mike took a year off, and look at him with the Patriots. He went from Tennessee, took a year off, Patriots. Well, he didn't take a year off. He went to Carolina. He went to the Browns. Then came back. Bam! Look at me. I was with the Steelers. We went to the playoffs. Went down the level. Job came open. Let me get that. And what? Atlanta saw him firsthand. So maybe they won't take, the Bucks maybe won't take him firsthand, but they saw him. If he ball out in college, y'all, that boy finna get a job. FD, you say the Browns gonna hire Nato Grant? Yeah, I said that today. I love CC. Yeah, hey, get it off his chest, ain't it? PC. You say he terrible, Simo? I think it's an easy layup. Lay it up. That's taking candy from a baby going to Ohio State, especially if what you do as a play caller, and then they what? The year they won the chip was with an NFL play caller that had college experience. Now, he had college experience for years. I think 2010 or 11 was the last time, or 12 he was there. PC, you say Chip Kelly at Northwestern? Not, yeah. He shouldn't have took himself out there to the Raiders, but he got paid good. Ed, you say, why are so many potential head coaches for Cleveland not following through? Who knows? It's Kimberly, what's good? Smiling Mom was had, says New York 6 degrees freezing. Yeah, y'all ice out there. Ice, baby. Yeah. Y'all look at this man's squad, y'all. Look at his squad. Let's just look at his returning squad. Y'all already know they like that. Jeremiah Smith coming back. Now some of them linemen probably going pro, but they probably already loading up. Julian Sayin is not a freshman anymore. This ain't no rookie walk to him. This get real now. He done seen everything he could see. He gonna be ready. Wide receivers gonna be ready. O-line, gonna be ready. Running backs gonna be toting it. Golly. Now Downs off the defense gone. And you got some other scenes gone, but Downs is the biggest name on the squad on the defense. But the fact that you got Jeremiah Smith and Julian Sayin, ain't no stopping them. Everybody they got, they going to consider everybody in Ohio State got NFL guys. They going to consider everybody on that starting lineup offensive NFL guys. So I'm ready. Smiley Mom, you saying these football streets is wild right now. Yes. Everything up for play. Because you got to try to figure out, look, Arthur Smith, the only reason why he at the college level now, after being, removed from the college level, he been in NFL for 17 years. Only reason he comes down to Ohio State is because Chip Kelly did it. He saw Chip Kelly. When he saw Chip Kelly, he said, oh, that's what it looked like. Chip Kelly ball out, come back to offense coordinator and get that type of money. Now, maybe the Raiders just like that. Maybe the Raiders pay that type of cash, but It like, look, I got to get that. So now he comes back. When he come back to the, got him a year, win a chip, come to NFL. Now he back at college. Now Smith ain't gonna be like that. Smith gonna try to win a chip, most likely go back to the NFL. Worst case scenario, run it back again. Run it back until he can get what he can get. Ain't no need to rush. You still an offensive coordinator. You still doing your thing. You still technically with an NFL team. Because that's what Ohio State going to be, an NFL team. The schedule going to be in their favor. Yeah, you got Michigan, Oregon or Indiana now. And that's it. Well, they got Texas. They do play Texas, but Texas out of conference. And in conference, I doubt they're going to lose. That's Indiana might be the only team to get them. Maybe Oregon, but I doubt both. So Ohio State not losing 3 games, y'all. Ohio State may lose 1, but they not losing 3. Nah, Arthur Smith lose 3, that's going to be tough on him. And you can't lose 3 with this squad. You got Julian Sand got a 4 year, so you ain't catching him on his rookie staff. You catch him as a young man ready now with a bunch of games up on his belt, ready to go, ready to hit that lead. You catching Jeremiah Smith ready to get everybody so he can get off to the lead. Basically, already, all of them making NFL money. It's just time to go now. Now, the only thing good with Julian is he could come back if the NFL say he too small. Because I don't know how big he is. And I know his pictures. He looked quite skinny. He might get some more weight on him, but he looked quite skinny. That can't hurt you, but it ain't the best. Browns, you say this news is crazy. Ain't it though? I would have never thought that man would slide down to the NFL. Love it. Yeah, I'm talking about, look. Well, I don't know about no K-Salt loving, but I know with Colorado. I know K-Sweet with Colorado. PC, you say the Big Ten definitely got worse with Penn State and Michigan downgrading their coaches. Penn State coach, I ain't going to say it's a downgrade for either. Because, and I get it. I do get exactly what you're saying. But look at it like this. That coach that went to Penn State done everything in his power to make Iowa State big time. And he like, I think the year before, won like 10 games. Could have won more. Could have been in the playoffs. So you dealing with a coach that was right on the cuffs of the playoffs. Then with Utah, coach going to Michigan, he was solid at Utah. All the years he held it down. He held it down since what's my boy name? Urban Meyer left, I think. That's a long time. Let me look at that. Yeah, I think he held that down for years. But you know they wanted to get him out of there because the coach, the defensive coordinator was saying, man, y'all told me I'm going to be the guy. Y'all ain't let me be the guy. Not maybe in those exact words, but that's what they was getting to. So you got to think that man had been through it all. His offense didn't do good in 24. They were 5-7, but this past year they were solid. And the year before that, they were solid. So he know how to do what he need to get done. At Michigan, he got a quarterback that got a year up under his belt. I think both. I don't know how Penn State gonna turn out, but I feel like Michigan gonna come out pretty decent. But Penn State brought their guys from Iowa State. So they starting out pretty good. And Penn State players, a lot of them left and went to Virginia Tech. So it's a lot of coaches left their university and took the squad with them. So you got Ohio State coach left, took his majority of the ballers to Penn State. Penn State ballers followed James Franklin to Virginia Tech. North Texas coach left and went to Oklahoma State, took his ballers with him. So Lane Kiffin left and took his ballers, a good amount of his ballers with him. That's just where we at right now. Hey, They will switch this thing up on you. They will switch it up. Everybody trying to eat. A college coach that don't want to go to the NFL, he going to stay in the college. He going to try to get at the best schools that he possibly can and make that thing happen. My only thing is when a coach get a job too young. When a coach that could possibly be great get a big boy job. If you get a big boy job in your 40s or 30s, you in your mind, you know you want to coach till you shut it down. You think you're going to be at that one school for 10, 15, 20 or more years. That's a long time. So in this journey, I believe with them head coaches, just take your time. You ain't got to make it to that big boy job just that fast. But I get it because now you're in the NIL era and it's a lot of money getting handed out. You build a squad in at the lower level. The big boys take them. You at the big boy level and you build a squad. Depending on how much money you got, they'll take them too. So it get real. It gets real. And then you got Indiana right now. They saying, man, we'll take a baller that's mad because he's been overlooked. He got that big old rock on his shoulder. And he'll take off and ball. I'm talking about take off and ball. Then you got the players who actually are good. Now I saw Indiana like, wow. That offense run the ball. That offense throw the ball. Everybody on offense look good. From the old lineman to the wide receivers to the running back. I got to be a part of that. Now we're going to find out, does his players translate good to the NFL? Which they probably do. But I'm saying that's going to be the next step. So is Indiana the real Ohio State now? And, oh, y'all, I don't know if y'all been hearing this, but I thought about this too one time. Yes, Curt Cignetti learned up under Nick Saban. But I think it was only for a few years. What, maybe 3 at the most? And then he decided, man, I ain't finna be coaching, being no assistant all these years. I'm finna get up out of here. So, boom. He did become a head coach at his father's, the school that his dad coached at, and took off. Then went up to Elon, took off. Went up to JMU, took off. And guess what he did? Transferred his players with him to Indiana. So, y'all, that's what world we living in. Be wherever you at, dominate, and your time coming. That's all I got to tell you in college football. Be where you at, and your time coming. If you at D2, dominate. He done gave everybody hope. And, y'all, Mike Gundy used to take people from D2 who was balling and bring them up. Then you have, who it is? You got Lane Kiffin took a quarterback from D2. And that quarterback was balling this year. So everybody get an opportunity, y'all. Wherever you at now, you could be seen. You can be seen. You can ball out and get an opportunity. It's clear as day now. JB, you said coaches have found success switching from both levels. Does it still seem like a demotion to go from the NFL to college? It all depends on how it happened. It all depends on how it happened. Now, if they fired you as an offensive coordinator and then you slide to the college level, you got to get in where you fit in. But Arthur Smith, his situation was totally different because Mike Tomlin stepped away. So that left him hoping if the new head coach would hire him. Well, the new head coach got hired today, which everybody been saying he basically Mike Tomlin. They got the almost exact identical record. So, okay, you got a different Mike Tomlin. You got a Mike McCarthy, but he'll basically kind of like a Mike Tomlin, record-wise. So he looking at it like, you going to hire him? Probably not. All right, cool. Where could I go? Your mind go to searching. Who need an offense coordinator? Do I want to jump in this offense coordinator race? I'm pretty late. Ohio State. Anybody I could go to right now? Oh, yeah. Chip Kelly did that. Oh, yeah. The Bucks might open up next year. Okay, let's ride. Let's ride. I don't want to go to the Jets, so I don't care if that job open up. I ain't going there. So I think with Arthur Smith, he came out good. I think Arthur Smith came out good. Nah, just depending. Because you done seen other guys. Then you got the coach for, you also, when Arthur Smith ball out now, because he gonna ball. When he ball out, NFL OC jobs might come open too at a great situation. Bam, you take that, you eventually back to your head coach. Do y'all know Arthur Smith look old on pictures, but is actually only 2 years older than me? So he look old on them pictures. But the boy only 2 years older than me. So I'm gonna be 42, so he gonna be 44 this year. Arthur Smith going back to the league. He want a head coaching job, but if you gotta go OC route, then head coach, because you know the Dolphins head coach was sorry as a head coach at Boston College. Came back, now you see him got a job. I ain't come back like that, but you see him got a job. Oh, you say Chicago cold, 6 degrees? Yeah, y'all getting it. Y'all getting it. PC, you said Nick Saban coach tree of fish. It is, but I can't foot. Kurt Cignetti, I just can't give him all the way credit for him, y'all. Not Kurt, though, because Kurt daddy was coaching and balling. Nick Saban, they say Nick Saban worked under Frank Cignetti. Then you have it where if Kurt daddy been coaching that long and what? Frank Cignetti been coaching all them years. I mean, Kurt Cignetti been around coaching. Nick Saban just might have added the cherry on top or something, but hey, Kurt was already out there coaching, so I don't know if we could give him that. Can he tie? Can he tie Kirby Smart real quick? Can he tie Kirby Smart real quick? I think he can. Can he take the lead of Kirby Smart and get 3? It's possible. Because he's going to lure all the big-time quarterbacks. Look at this, y'all. First-year quarterback, I believe, got an opportunity with the NFL. Second-year quarterback, won the Heisman, won the national championship, and about to be first round. All right, third quarterback, which is Josh Hoover, is a baller. Will do his thing this year as well. So when you look at it like that, hey, they got something. The Indiana got something. He gonna always find wide receivers. He gonna always find running backs. And if you got a chip on your shoulder and you group of 5, FCS, he got his eyes open for you. He ain't even tripping. He just want to dominate. FD, what's good? You know what I like about Kurt Cignetti? He had to train at FIU. I don't know if I had told y'all that or not, but he trained for the getting ready for the national championship. He did that in Miami at FIU. Now he had to talk to Willie Simmons, ask him and everybody, is it okay if he used their facilities? Now, Willie Simmons is a baller. Willie Simmons should already be at the Power 4 balling possibly a national championship on his belt. But okay, cool. Time coming. He young. He got time. Think he gonna be what? 45 this year? He is 45 and gonna be 46 this year. But either way, Willie Simmons, I know for a fact, if the hottest coach in the country come and transform Indiana, I know he on his championship ride, but you use my facilities, brother. Me and you got to talk. Maybe not now, but you owe me a conversation. You owe me some time. Cause I could have sent you to a high school, but I'm giving you D1 facilities. Yeah. Talk to me now. Talk to me. So I believe Willie Simmons got a trade off in that. I would have had to get a trade off in that. Ain't no way Kurt Cignetti transforming the trashiest team you could think of, that's a losing history, and you come to my city need a big boy facility, because Miami surely ain't gonna let you use theirs. We'll let you use it. I know Miami looking at them like, why y'all let them use that? Should have sent them down there to St. Thomas Aquinas. Don't let them use y'all stuff. Nah. They can use it. They can use it. We gonna allow that. We want all that action. So yeah, if I'm Willie Simmons, I'm connecting with him at some point. I know, hey, let me sit there and just look. Just come out there and check practice out. Just watch how he operate. Jotting down everything. Hey, coach, I ain't taking nothing from you. I'm just jotting down. I just want to see what it look like. And then they got to use the film. So you got to think, all the film there. Everything they was running, how they ran it, man. Look, that's years. That's a wealth of information that came through there. A wealth of information. To commentate Indiana and change them like that, yeah, I got to get that. But look, y'all, I just wanted to holler at y'all. Arthur Smith is the new offensive coordinator for Ohio State. I don't see him there no longer than 2 years. One and done or 2 years, y'all. Ryan Day, at this point, from college, big time college ball and the NFL, everybody really on a 1 year rental. Just like the players. But hey, blessings to y'all. Holla at y'all. Holla at y'all. Y'all.